relative motion in two dimension means that if we select a point in two dimensions, that is along x-axis or along y-axis, its coordinates will be x and y, where x will indicate the length of the object or length along x-axis and y means length along y-axis. Now, very first thing regarding the relative motion is that relative motion means the motion of one object with respect to other or the motion of other object with respect to one. And if we will extend this discussion, we will extend it to generally river flowing in one direction and swimmer swimming in the other direction. Similarly, rain is falling and the observer or the person is moving in rain along with umbrella. So the rain is coming either vertical at 90 degrees or raindrops will come at a specific angle. So these facts we have to discuss in the relative motion in two dimensions. Now, first of all, you can go through with the figure CD and AB. These are representing the banks of the river, and the width of the river is PQ, and the dimension of PQ is equal to H. V is representing the velocity in the direction of the flow of river, and U is the velocity of the swimmer or boat with respect to still water. So once more I will explain. Here our assumption is AB and CD are the two banks of the river. The width of the river is PQ and the value of PQ is taken as H. It is flowing in the direction of arrow and this arrow is indicated by V. V is the velocity of water flowing in the river. U is the velocity of swimmer or boat with respect to still water. Now, if a boat rows with speed u at an angle theta with the direction of width of the river, then time taken by man to cross the river along PQ, that will be given. And in the adjoining figure, it is basically a right angle triangle and u cos theta is one of the component of u. U is the velocity that is along the direction theta. Now t is calculated normally by distance over speed. This speed will be taken as in the form of horizontal component of velocity. So t is equal to h over u cos theta, and that will be further simplified to h is equal to u square minus v square, where sine theta is v over u. Now we have to apply trigonometry here. Sine theta means 1 minus cos square theta under the root. If we evaluate that value, then we will find that u cos theta can be written as u square minus v square under root. So t is taken as h over u cos theta equals to h over v square minus u square minus v square, where sine theta is v over u. And sine theta can be written as 1 minus cos square theta under the root. Now, in the figure, again, we have to find the time. So it is indicated by h. H is PQ and it is divided by u cos theta. Flow of river is indicated by V. So in the adjoining diagram, V is the direction of flow of river. U is the direction of movement of man or the swimmer, and theta is the angle with respect to the flow of water, and U is inclined at angle theta, that is swimmer is inclined at angle theta with respect to V. U cos theta is the component, that is the horizontal component. Now, if boat moves with velocity u along the direction of width, then resultant velocity of the boat crossing the river make an angle phi with PQ. Now, once more, if we see the figure, we find that PQ is the width, PR, that is the position of the swimmer, U is the velocity. Now, boat moves with velocity u along the direction of width. It means boat is moving in the direction PQ, and the resultant velocity of the boat crossing the river makes an angle phi with PQ. So R stands for river and V is the velocity of the boat. So resultant will be given by the Pythagoras theorem. In UV, we are finding V is perpendicular line, U is the base line, and the longest line is hypotenuse. So we can use the formula resultant velocity is equal to U square plus V square under root. Distance traversed by the man. Now distance is given by h over cos phi, and this can be given as t under root u square plus v square, because u square plus v square is the distance covered by boat as indicated in the diagram towards the right side, and the boat is moving at an angle phi with respect to h. Now time taken in crossing the river, that is t is equal to h over cos phi under root u square plus v square. U is the velocity of the boat and V is the velocity in which the river is flowing, and that is estimated to be h over u. This will be minimum time for crossing the river. Distance traveled in the direction of flow of river is given by function h over u into v, or this will be equal to h into v over u. What is v and what is u? V is the velocity in the direction of flow of river and u is the direction of movement of swimmer or the boat with respect to the flow of direction of velocity. So again, in the figure, the same thing is depicted. Whatever is mentioned here, that is h over u into v is equal to h into v over u. Wherever it will be a right angle triangle, angle is being provided, the side opposite to the angle will be perpendicular, and that is indicating v. The horizontal line of the baseline will be indicating u, and the third line is hypotenuse, and by Pythagoras theorem, it will be u square plus v square under root. Thus, to cross the river in minimum time, the boat is rowed in a direction perpendicular to the velocity of water. To cross the river from one point P to an opposite point Q on the other bank, the direction of rowing makes an angle theta with PQ. So normally sine theta will be V over U, because V is perpendicular line, U is the baseline. So sine theta will be V over U, but if we wanted to find theta, we have to take the inverse function, that is sine inverse V over U. Now in the example, it is given a swimmer can swim in still water at the rate of 4 kilometers per hour. Now either the dimension will remain kilometer per hour, and if we wanted to convert it to meters per second, it should be multiplied by 5 over 18. So it depends upon how the solution will be made. So however, a swimmer can swim in still water at the rate of 4 kilometers per hour. If he swims in river flowing at 3 kilometers per hour and keeps his direction perpendicular to the current, that is with respect to water, then we have to find the velocity with respect to ground. Now, to solve this question, the velocity of swimmer with respect to water is given as 4 kilometers per hour. When we write VSR, that is velocity of swimmer with respect to river. So it is velocity of swimmer with respect to river is 4 kilometers an hour in the direction perpendicular to the river. The velocity of river with respect to ground, that is indicated by VRG, and according to the question, VRG is given 3 kilometers per hour along the length of river. The velocity of the swimmer with respect to ground is indicated by VSG. So VSG means that is velocity of swimmer with respect to ground. Now, where we can find that VSG is equal to VSR plus VRS. SR means velocity of swimmer with respect to river, and VRS means velocity of river with respect to swimmer. Now, if we see the diagram, we will find again we have to use the Pythagoras theorem for the resultant, and we have taken velocity square SR plus velocity square RG. RG means that is velocity of velocity of river with respect to ground, and VSR means velocity of river with respect to swimmer. So we compute the values, and that comes to be 5 kilometers per hour. The angle theta made with the direction of flow, that is given by tan theta is equal to perpendicular over base. Perpendicular is indicated by VSR and base is indicated by RG. So tan theta is VSR over VRG. SR means velocity of swimmer with respect to river, and VRG means velocity of river with respect to ground. So after taking the value of tan theta, we have to estimate the value of theta only. So we have applied the inverse function. So it is tangent inverse VSR over VRG. Then we compute the value for VSR and VRG. Those values are 4 and 3. So theta will become tan inverse 4 by 3. So this is very clear from the figure.